Last night I sat there for a while trying to figure out what I'm going to make out of this, but I couldn't decide. So I got up this morning and did some errands and came back, looked at it fresh, and I said, I still don't know what to make out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'll just sharpen it and offer it for sale as a blade. How's that? I just finished this a few minutes ago, this Georgetown preform, and I was wondering what am I going to make out of it. And I said to myself, just offer it just like that. It's already sharpened. If you want to, you could put notches in the corner, make it a corner tang. You can put notches in the base, make it a Marshall or a Marcos or Montel, one of the M's, maybe a Castroville, maybe a Baker or Paternalis. A lot of Texas varieties can be made from a preform like this. So I'm just going to offer it as a blade. And I'm thinking maybe I should just offer a bunch of blades this time around. I forgot to offer this. I sharpened this. This was from the lenticular point video. I sharpened the blade and I ground down the base so it's not sharp down here to be used as just a regular tool knife. I forgot to offer this in the last auction. And I got a Clovis that I knocked out a couple of days ago. Just a short flute Clovis. There's a double flute there. Right, so what I'm going to do is, this time around, since I can't really decide what I'm going to do, I'll just offer these as blades. I'll just sharpen this on video, in case you're wondering what I do. For those of you who'd like to see the close-up videos, I think I'll do most of this close-up. I have to resharpen this with every point, at least once. Resharpen the tip after I resharpen or retouch a biface. And if I encounter a thick spot, I just remove an indirect percussion flake, if I can. On this one, however, I don't want to risk breaking it, so I'll just kind of leave it thick. So yeah, just pressure. I'm just going to pressure flake the edge. That's it. Sharpen it up. Pretty standard stuff. You know, I can thin a little bit as I go, but it's mostly thinning the edge, and it's already been ground down. I think I got the grinding of the edge on video last time. It looks pretty dull. Now that little bird that's been flying around feeding its young, I have not seen it in 2 days. Right when I start talking about it, it disappears. Now I don't know if the babies have flown out of the nest. I haven't looked in there. They might still be there, I don't know. But I was hoping to get that little bird on film. I think we figured it out though. It's a type of wren. W-R-E-N. Very small one. It looks like a miniature wren compared to the one I've seen in my backyard at my house. There are various types of wrens, I suppose. Alright. How sharp do I get these? Well, for the sake of time, I don't get them that sharp. I'm just doing mainly downward pressure. I'm not going to take the time to set up platforms to run long flakes unless I see a really bad spot. But most of this edge is not too bad. I just push off where I think I have a seat on the edge. It's opportunistic, just like the percussion. Good enough. And if you end up buying this one, you can sharpen it more to your heart's content, I suppose. Maybe I'll even put the width to thickness ratio in the description of the point during the auction. I don't know. Anyway, I was listening to an audiobook just now. I turned it off, of course, for the video. The book mainly discusses data about the universe. I think this is my third time through the book. I think it's called A Universe from Nothing. Something like that. Anyway, interesting stuff. The only thing that I don't like about books like that, if I have any criticism, it's kind of hard to criticize a book about data. The only thing that I feel like criticizing is that it seems like some scientists believe that science is about data, observation, following the data. I cut myself just then, not paying attention to the pad where the point was on the pad. Okay, let's pay attention here. Yeah, science is not about the data. Science is about forming hypotheses. Now, I like listening to data and evidence, but that's not the whole extent of it. Yeah, I keep hitting my finger on the edge. It's hard to push off a flake on this. This is raw stuff, so that's why I'm encountering that issue. Let's see. I bought a new pair of gloves. Hey, Luke. I'm shooting a video. Yeah, I bought a new set of gloves. Now I could wear my other one backwards. The right side didn't get worn out, so I've been wearing it backwards, but it feels funny. So I bought myself a new pair, and this has just got a vinyl fingertips, so they might not last. I hope that stays in focus. I won't be able to change the focus because I can't press the button on the camera with the gloves on effectively. But yeah, this requires a little more effort to sharpen than a heat treat, but it works pretty well. Anyway, I probably don't need to sharpen it down here on the base. And there's not much to discuss, because that's about it. I really don't want to mess with it too much. It saves me some time if I don't mess with it too much. And you got a demonstration that it is sharp. Oh yes. I don't like that lump here. Let's see. Get that light on this situation. I'll do a pass on this edge just to thin out the lump there. Probably should do it with an indirect percussion strike. But I won't. I'm gonna see if I can do it this way. I just ground down that area right there. Seat it right above. Push off hard. And that's it. Now I just gotta sharpen up the sides of where I pushed off. I pushed off right there. I gotta sharpen here and here because there is some braiding. And this looks a little bit like it needs a little bit of sharpening here also. It's pretty easy to see the dull spots. Easiest way to sharpen is to bevel or push down right where it's thick, right where you can get a seat on the edge. That's it. Easy peasy. There's another lumpy thing right there, but I'll just leave that. Okay. Sorry, no yip yap, no discussion in this video. No philosophizing. Maybe on the next one. Okay.